In this video, I'm presenting the original sketching for one of my pieces that I posted over on DeviantArt. I'll be providing a link down in the descriptions. And I have a little story that goes along with this. Back in the spring of 2014, I had some classes and I had some stuff to do at home, and I was rather torn between my priorities to the extent that I couldn't get anything done. Now, since I was really focused on my classes and stuff, that I hadn't done any drawing for myself. I hadn't been posting anything recently. So I took a day off and pulled out my Open Canvas 1.1, started sketching. This is one of the pieces that resulted from that, and I'll tell you about the process that I went through. First off, I started with laying out a color field, in this example gray, and then I started brushing in the blacks and the whites for the shadows and highlights at the same time. I really recommend on working in this way so that you can get the composition working for you with these elements as well, not just the shapes, but with the balance of the shadow and the light. I started using the brush function back in 2009, and I've been using this software since 2005, so I got to learn quite a few things about it. One of the things is that there's lots of disadvantages in using Open Canvas 1.1, but I found a few tricks around them. One of the disadvantages, you can't zoom out more than 25%. That becomes a bit of a problem when you're trying to work on a large piece and you really need to see how it looks in small. You need to know what it will look like in thumbnail. That's really important. And sure, yeah, you have the navigator and you can resize and so on, but you can't draw in the navigator. You need to draw in the piece. And honestly, you get a lot of work done quicker by getting the smaller sketches done first. The original size of this was about something of 1,000 pixels or so. And when I'm done with the sketch itself, adding in all the primary colors and I get a good idea of how it is, and it's ready for detailing, I then export the entire event so I can re-import, play it back, and blow it up at the same time. It plays back every action to scale. So that's a fantastic way to get a lot of work done very quickly. And you get your proportions down that way too. The elements that I was implementing with this was a lot of the strong and potent colors, so strong vivid colors I found in their character design. And I wanted to play a lot with fabric fluttering. So it was something I didn't usually do, but it was a lot of fun to get around to. I can tell you a bit more about some of the disadvantages with Open Canvas 1.1 is that there are only 3 layer modes: multiply, add, and subtract. That's it. And honestly, I really didn't need much more. There's no alpha channel, so there's no normal transparency problem. You can adjust the opacity of the layer, but that's about it from control of opacity. And you can get a lot done from just controlling what minimum stuff you do have. Ever since 2009, when I started using the brush tool, that's when I actually started treating the program as a canvas and trying to work as well sometimes with just one layer. So it can be a bit restricting, but once you get that one layer down, you can really minimize the volume of the file, and that's really handy for re-importing and for saving, so on. What was there also about volume? Oh yeah, the volume of the software itself. It's pretty handy because you can fit it on a floppy disk. It's so small, you can just carry it around on a memory disk memory stick, disk, stick, and flop it in your laptop. Take in a tablet. I always use a Wacom tablet, and it is just brilliant with tablets. It's a free software too, so go ahead and give it a shot. And I really like the controls that you get out of this. I've got complete control over how much it spreads, the sensitivity levels, and how much the colors blend. I focus a lot of blender brushing and fine pencils and really mix between the tools. Rotating. So there's a lot of great features from this old software, and it's been great using it. I even purchased version 6 back in the summer 2014, as well as Clip Studio Paint X. And it took me a while to get around to learning those, but I have to share that another time. I'm really glad with the results from this particular piece, and I hope to share more paintings and drawing tutorials. So if you're looking for a drawing tutor, feel free to subscribe, write in a comment, talk to me, because I want this channel to not be about me. I want it to be about you guys. I'm also going to be looking into some good screen capture software so I can get into the live streaming tutoring with you guys. And that's why I want to be here. So thank you for your time and your visit.